Hey everyone, welcome to E-Ride channel. My name is Oleg and today I'll do unboxing of this new Windhorse D3 model electric bicycle e-moped style. It's a little bit windy today, but again, this is a Windhorse, so it should be fine. So let's open up to see how the bicycle is packed. I can see some damages on the box outside, but let's see if it's any damages inside. And here's how it will look from the top. And I'm gonna remove this box to show you what is inside as well. And here's how it looks from the side. So far I don't see any damages. So far looks good. Let's see what is inside of this box. User manual with some tools. The axle with quick release for the front wheel. The pedals, foldable. Huge headlight. And the charger. And the charger is 2 amp charger and it's UL certified, which is good part. Oh, it's not actually heavy. Surprise, not that heavy as I expected. My first step will be to attaching the handlebar. So you would need to remove these 4 bolts first from stem. It says on the top 5 Nm torque. If you're planning to assemble your bike and maintaining your bike, I recommend to get one of the torque wrench, because many people just use the tools it came with, but you want to make sure at the end to attach with correct Nm torque, so the bolts will not strip the thread and you will be riding more safer. So you might want to check link in description. I'll have one, but again, it's highly recommend to have one to check Nm torque on all your bolts on the bicycle. So what you do, you just remove this 4 bolts first. So you would remove this bracket with the 4 bolts. Then you get this handlebar up. The shifter will be on your right hand side. Bring all the way up like this and reattach with the bracket you just removed with the same 4 bolts. The next will be attaching the wheel. So you would remove the fork protector, the metal piece, and also the plastic from the brakes. And don't push the brakes, because this protects your brakes from getting to close the pads. If you do push them and close the pads, you would have to use a large flat screwdriver to open up a little bit, okay? So what you do now, turn this side to the brake side, lift with one hand the bike fork like this, and insert it. Okay, and then use the kickstand to stand. Some people recommend to flip it over. I usually don't do that. Now it's time to insert the screw. The good part on this screw, it comes with a locking washer on each side, which is good. Some of the bicycle I noticed missing this, because this one is a steel fork, has special holes inside, which you would need to enter them. So you would just basically to remove from one side the locking washer and the spring, and you can insert from any side, but I usually recommend to insert with like this latch from the opposite side of the brakes. You would just insert it like this, okay, and reattach it from another side. And here's how it will look. This locking washer will go inside this hole. And then once it's tensioned good, you would close this way. So this latch need to go backwards, so looking back. Okay, some people close different way like this. It's not really good idea, or down. So I usually recommend to either go against of the fork, and the tension, once you close this, you're gonna do like this. Okay, for example like this. And you're gonna feel like see a little bit stamp on your hand. That means it's locking very well. Okay, it's time to attach the headlight now. So the headlight would go right over here, so you would move out these 2 mounting. You can move them up if you want to. There is a screw on the side, you can lift them up if you want to. It's all up to you, of your design you decide to keep. So you would need to remove these bolts from both sides, right over here. And same thing on this side. and reattach it. So this one will go to the closest hole on this mounting. This rubber piece will go between this mounting and the headlight. I'll show you close up look later. And I use my hands just to tighten, and you do the same thing on this side. So you put rubber between mounting and the headlight. So here's how it will look. So the rubber will be between, okay? And don't tighten them up because it's a plastic. You don't need to tighten them. It will hold it very well. Then you would need to attach this wire, the cable. Underneath is a plug. You just match with the arrows on there and push from both sides to plug it in. Then you will need to attach these fenders. It's super easy. You basically just remove this bolt over here, and from both sides you would remove this bolt, insert it, reattach it, and the fender will be attached. The last to attach the pedals. So the pedals will have a letter R and L. Right will go to the right side. Pretty simple. And then you use a wrench tool to tighten them up. And you do exactly the same thing on another side. And the bike is assembled now. Look on this. It's one of the beautiful electric bicycles I have. Actually, it is looking really great. I like how the frame have this silver. It's basically metallic sparkles. So it's give you very nice looking. And also the seat, custom made seat. Let me sit on this bike for the first time. It's not the softest one, but we're gonna go for a ride and see how the bicycle actually performs. Before I will go for a ride, I'm gonna charge the battery until it's fully charged. Check the air pressure, also to check all the bolts and nuts with Newmeter torque wrench, and get familiar with the bike, read the user manual, and that's about it. Looks like very comfortable to sit on this bike. It looks really good, looks like motorcycle with the large front crank, foldable pedals, which I would probably replace it with the larger pedals in the future, but so far it looks great. I think they made a really nice bike. There's some probably space for improvement, but again, we're gonna take it out for a ride to see how fast this bike can go and to see if it can climb the hill and so on. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this bike, check link in the description for extra discount code and the link. Also, if you are new to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Like this video for me and for algorithm. And I will see you guys in the next video for riding experience. Bye.